Hey guys, can you hear me? How is it going? Stash Parshi, welcome to the stream, how are you? Nice to see you. Hello hater, nice to see you once again. Brian, welcome to the stream. OMP, welcome to the stream. Hello guys, how are you doing? Very nice to see you. AWL, nice to see you brother. I hope you're all doing good. Today we're gonna continue hunting for the only diamond we're missing here in Peru, which is the Black Cayman, and also for more trophies. So we're gonna start trying to hunt on multiplayer. You know, hopefully our connection will be decent today. And let's start on this session right here. Looks decent. 5 in the morning, could be decent. Hey Sergio, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us today. Fortnite Kid, hello, how are you doing? Nice to hear you're doing good, hater. I'm also doing good. We're just gonna have some fun here in Peru today, looking for diamonds and rares. It is unfortunately not letting us join this session, probably because our connection with the host is not great. But we'll try on a different one. Hello Musa, how are you? Thank you for joining us. Have you done a video of where all the animal string souls have been found? Yes. I have a guide for Peru where I include every single of the 14 hotspot maps. I think I uploaded it like 5 days ago. So yeah, just look for my videos and there's one that is called Intisuyu Peru Guide, all 14 hotspot maps. There I have every single of the hotspot maps and I show where to find each of the species. Alright, it didn't let us join that session, but there are more. We could try on this one right here, Viper session. Hey Rick, how are you doing? Pablo needs to be nice to us today. Hopefully Pablo will be decent. Because if not, I'm gonna have a huge problem with Pablo. He'll pay. Hey Gavin, are you going to try to get a Jaguar multimount? You know, eventually I wanna get it, but that will require us to do some of the main storyline missions, and I haven't even started the main storyline. I'll do it at some point though. Hell yeah, thank you for joining the stream, how are you? Have you started the Jaguar grind? Yes. I already started the Jaguar grind. As you can see here I have my... No, this is multiplayer, so my setup is on single player, but I essentially have every single of my tents and tripods around this area because this is the spawn trap for the Jaguars, the upper part of the map. So yeah. Okay, someone sent me a friend request, I'll check it out later. But for the moment we're gonna focus on hunting the Caymans because, as I said, the Black Cayman is the only diamond I'm missing here in Peru. We're gonna be hunting some Caymans, we're also gonna hunt capybaras, tarucas, vicuñas. We missed the neck on this one, incredibly, but we hit him on the second try. Taxi Cory, nice to see you. How are you? Hey Hall, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Got my first troll vicuña today, right as the gold comp started. Nice. I mean, that is very lucky because for the gold competition, the best possible thing you can get is trolls. So that is lucky. Pablo will pay for the Cayman. Yeah, Pablo will pay if the Cayman don't start showing up. Because it is time. We already got a level 9 troll Cayman. That was painful. So hopefully the second one we find will actually make it. Hey Frostbite. I'm doing very good, how are you? Nice to see you. Right, Taxigori? Yeah, the spawn trap here on Peru for the Jaguars is pretty decent. I wouldn't say it is nearly as consistent as our spawn traps. You know, for example, not nearly as consistent as the spawn trap for the road deer on Cuatro Colinas. But it works pretty good. It's been working pretty good for a lot of people and also for me. Hey Geek, how are you doing? Do you have a stream schedule? Not at the moment. You know, because before the map release, I didn't really have a stream schedule because I was barely streaming because of my voice condition. Yeah, the problem with my streams is that whenever my voice isn't great, I really cannot stream because it gets tired very quickly. So I don't wanna make a stream schedule until I am sure my voice will remain consistent, you know? And it's been consistent already for like a couple months. So yeah, if it continues improving, if it continues remaining consistent, I'm probably gonna come up with a stream schedule to, yeah, something that I can actually stick to. But it completely depends on my voice. That is why I don't really have a schedule at the moment. I'm just streaming roughly every other day. Hey Fablefang, how are you doing? Got my first Grade 1 Jaguar today in 38 kills from watching your videos. That is amazing, brother. Congratulations. What fur type did you get? Grinding for some bear right now, for some cash because I bought a bunch of 10s. Really want either cream or spirit. Man, I really love the cream fur type for the Grade 1 bear. Hopefully you can get him, brother. Wish you luck. Glad to hear you're doing good, Hall. Nice to see you here. You have 1 Diamond Cayman and 1 Troll. Thank you very much. I need the luck, brother. I really need the luck because, man, the amount of level 5s and level 6 I've seen sporting is insane. Only 1 level 9, a few mythicals here and there, some level 7s, but the great majority are level 5s and 6s. This one is a female. Nice neck shot. My voice is currently doing pretty good, hater. You know, as you can hear, it isn't super great. You know, it used to be better before the condition, but right now it is definitely good enough to stream, which is what matters. Fabled Tapestry. Nice, Fabled. That is a beautiful fur type. Can I stream hunting and have a sports channel? Want your advice. So if you have a YouTube channel that is, you know, around sports, I wouldn't recommend you streaming the Hunter if that is what you plan to do, or hunting content. Yeah, if you wanna stream hunting content, like make sure your channel is based around hunting, because you don't wanna mix different niches. That is not a good combination. Level 5 Cayman right here. And this one is a level 7. Decent, nice neck shot. Let's go for the level 5 as well. Come on. Not a neck shot on that one, unfortunately. Not even a barrel. Any diamonds? We just started today. We just started like 12 minutes ago. So no trophy so far. But I'm really hoping we'll manage to find something decent today, because the last time we managed to find, I think, Troll Vicuña only. So yeah, I'm hoping this hunt will be better. Haven't gotten my Jaguar Grade 1 in 350 kills. Is that bad? You know, a lot of people have been getting their Grade 1s in like 200, 300. So you are still good. Like, I know a guy that has nearly 1,000, no Grade 1. You know, that is more only on the unlucky side. But 350, it's still normal. Could spawn at any moment. Hey bro, I've gotten my first super rare ever. It's on the super rare channel. Oh nice, what did you get, brother? I haven't seen it. You are currently chasing a level 9 Jaguar. Oh, that's very interesting. Hopefully it makes it. Yeah, it has to be the day. Level 8 Cayman early into a hunt? That's probably a good sign. We'll see how it goes. You know, I'm also tempted on going to single player for a bit. At least. Because I've been killing a lot of Caymans on single player. Like yesterday, no, it was during the last stream. We shot something like 20 mils. So we probably got some response of that. My super took 320 kills. I don't think I want anything else. Nice, Taxigori. I mean, you got it very quickly. I also got really lucky with the Jaguars because, yeah, apparently my super wasn't initially spawned. Not sure if you have seen it, but it was a pseudo-melanistic diamond. And I'm pretty sure it was initial. Yeah, Liam, yeah, you're probably right, because most of the grinds I've been seeing have been fairly short, you know, in the couple hundreds. So yeah, safe to say the Jaguars tend to spawn more quickly than other great ones. The same applies for the diamonds. And it is exactly for that reason, just because there are less Jaguars on the map. Same thing applies for the tigers and even the snow leopards. It's one of the new species. I think it's better for you to see it. Okay, I'll take a look at the Super Rare channel right here, because I wanna see your Super Rare. It's probably a cool one. Let's take a look. Oh, it was a piebald spectacle bear. That's sick, brother. Congratulations. Beautiful looking rare. I'm so jealous because I've been looking for a piebald spectacle bear, you know, the whole time here in Peru. So yeah, getting it with a diamond score, that's insane. Right, Taxigoria? I couldn't believe it. I honestly couldn't believe it. I thought it was uncommon at first, I'm not gonna lie. Because of course the charcoal melanistic is uncommon, the regular melanistic is uncommon, so I thought that maybe the pseudo mela was also uncommon, but no. Surprisingly, it was actually super rare. My best trophy here in Peru. Dixieland Live, welcome to the stream, how are you? My only super rare was an initially spawned capybara. That is insane. I'm pretty sure I saw it posted on the competition. Stashbashi. Very good stuff. That is interesting, Frostbite. You quit the Jaguar grind to do the whitetail grind on Rancho. Have you gotten a grade 1 whitetail so far? I imagine not. I don't even have a diamond, and I've been playing for 6 months. That's how it goes, Dixie. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. I'm also doing very good. Just looking for some caimans here in Peru. Looking for my first diamond caiman. But yeah, it's completely normal to not get a diamond until several months after you start playing. For example, I think it also took me roughly 6 months to get my first diamond after I started. And after that, after the first diamond, they just continued appearing like way more often. That's how it normally goes. Do Jaguars have a heuristic? They don't, hater. You got a diamond plains bison, Fortnite kid. That is amazing. What did it score? That is a cool trophy. I got a piebald caiman today. I'll make a multimount with a capybara. That sounds like a great idea. Do you have a piebald capybara, Stashbashi, or with a mela? Because imagine being able to make a multimount with a piebald caiman and a piebald capybara. That would be sick. I'm barely finding any caimans right here. Although, as you can see here, this part of the coast is full of zones. So yeah, that isn't great. Yeah, that isn't great. Unfortunately, this server is already completely explored. So let's go to single player. Let's just go to single player and let's continue grinding these caimans there. Let's see. Onside, welcome to the stream. How are you? Nice to see you, brother. Look, we're gonna set the time to, I don't know, 8 in the morning. That'll be decent. 191.38. That was huge, Fortnite kid. Huge plains bison. It is probably close to the community record on my Discord server. What does the XCK stand for? the XCK on my name stands for Extreme Critter Killer on site. Yeah, that is the official version, because there's another version, you know, some people know it, but it cannot be mentioned here for some reasons. Any Super Arcayman? Oh, I would love to get a Super Arcayman, Dixie. That is a dream trophy. I got a Piebald Cayman that I got while hunting with Ice Spartan and a Piebald Capybara. That's amazing. You got them both. I'm so jealous. Sounds great, Hater. Yeah, you know, more mods for the YouTube channel. Yeah, we're probably gonna need more very soon. Not necessarily now, but whenever, you know, whenever we add more mods, I'm definitely gonna include you, brother. Hey, Hells, nice to see you. How are you doing? Hey, Wooderson, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Look, guys, it's Hells. I bet you are happy to see her. We're gonna continue grinding these caimans right here. Just gonna continue running the coast. There's one. I could hear it. There is a female. I think I'm also gonna shoot the females, because I would love to get a rare female to respawn as well. I don't care if it is a rare male or female, I just want one. But of course we gotta focus on the males, because those are the ones that can respawn as diamond. There are some tracks right here. This is a male. Where did it go? I think it is over there. Yep, right there, and it is stuck. Terrible time to get stuck, buddy. And terrible shots as well. Not that one though. King Crab, how are you doing, brother? Nice to see you, man. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, Hells is definitely hacking. Hells is definitely hacking. You got an albino capybara, Dixie? Oh, that's so nice. I love how they look. You know, I would say one of my most wanted rares here on Peru is the albino capybara. Also the leucistic. Hey Milan, nice to see you, man. Thank you for joining us. I found 2 diamond vicuñas in the same area. Damn, 2 diamond vicuñas, and yeah, I can imagine your friend was a bit upset, especially if that was on his single player. That's crazy. Oh, I'm still mad about the fact that, you know, not too long ago, I found a level 3 Taruka. It trolled, and right after claiming it, I spotted another level 5 vicuña, and it also ended up trolling, which was insane. Some tracks right here. Is this a caiman or is it a female? Hey, it's still Wixom. How are you? So guys, have you managed to get any trophies recently? Any rares, any diamonds? I would love to see your answers, guys. Share what you have gotten recently. You know, I'm hoping this will be an easy grind, but man, these caimans, even though they are everywhere, they are still scarce. Yeah, King Crab, that'll be unfortunate. Unfortunately, Hells has too much power there. She threatened me to hack and delete my save, so yeah, I had to give her power. One question, have you checked your mountain goals? My females are all 3 very easy after the update. I haven't checked them. But I assume it is because their true racks got remastered. So yeah, that probably messed with the scoring. So all the females turned to level 3s and maybe, I don't know, the old level 4s turned into diamonds. Could be. But you know, the respawns, everything you kill after the update should respawn correctly. This is level 7 right here, max estimate, that's decent. Not a good hit. That was a battle, certainly. Grinding to get a Mela Puma for the missions. Just need that and the Diamond Cayman. Nice, Taxigori. Perfect neck shot right there, finally. Yesterday I got a melanistic female Taruka, a diamond wood bison, and a basket rack diamond whitetail. That is amazing, Frostbite. Amazing hunt you had yesterday. Where did you find the diamond whitetail? Was here on Rancho? Got a Lucy Snow Leopard on Sundar Patan today. It was almost diamond, but at the edge of gold. Oh, that's cool, Dixie. So was here a mythical? That's sick, Lucy Snow Leopard. And that big? Man, that's a dream trophy. Congratulations. Bro, you could try the carcass feeder, but the problem is that it only attracts 1 cayman per time. That's the issue. That is the issue, Hater, because yeah, I have some carcass feeders right here, mainly for the jaguar grind. But yeah, I try to use them for the caimans, and yeah, they attract 1 cayman at a time. That's still useful, but it doesn't truly make a big difference, you know? Gonna make his super caper go bye-bye. Hells, please, no, not the caper. Not my super caper. My friend got a Mela Cayman. Nice. That is an amazing looking rare. I haven't seen many of those. They seem to be quite rarer than, for example, the albinos and pivos. And Lucistics as well. Oscar Rene Pinelli, thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate the support. Thank you very much. I hope you are doing good. Hey Caleb, welcome to the stream, how are you? Some capybaras, there's a level 6 cayman over there. We're gonna shoot it. I think there's another capybara next to it, but the cayman is our priority. Let's see. Nice hit. I guess cayman prefer a whole goat as bait. Imagine. Yeah. Oh, level 9! Level 9 cayman right there, guys. Right next to the carcass feeder, right there. Damn. He's currently inside the wire. I guess his feed zone is this one? Oh my god. He was next to this level 6. Man, why did I shoot the level 6? We would have seen it. He was probably behind it. Alright. What was the estimate? I think it went up to 500, something like that. But about time, guys. About time, yeah, hacker. About time after 3000 caymans. No way, finally level 9 cayman, guys. It took us a while. It was 445 minimum, could be troll unfortunately, but man, hopefully this one will make it. Alright, so we know his red zone is this one. We're gonna go to another outpost. We're gonna go to different outposts, and then I'm gonna go back to the main menu to reset the time, and we'll go back to that zone, guys, because I wanna kill it as quickly as possible. Yeah, hells, don't delete it. Don't delete this cayman. I've gotten a troll with a better estimate. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I really don't doubt it. 509 top estimate. Yeah, guys, there's a chance he'll troll, but I wanna be optimistic this time. Look, we're gonna go to a menu first. Damn. It was 445 to 509. That's promising. That's promising, but there's plenty of room for it to troll still. Gonna reset time a bit right here. Have you killed all of the great ones in the whole game yet? No. No, DC, I'm still missing some great ones. Still missing, I think, the mule deer. I'm also missing the red fox, the pheasant, the jaguar. And I think those are the 4 I'm missing. Yeah. Hey Thomas, how are you doing? Thank you for joining us. So let's go, guys. Let's go back to the zone. Thanks Pablo for the level 9 Cayman. Imagine hater. Yeah, Pablo, I guess we caught Pablo sleeping this time. Pablo was sleeping this time. But finally, this is a zone right here. Which one do you like the best? Like great one species? I would say the moose, Dixie. I really like the racks for the moose. I really like the 4 types for the moose. So yeah, those are some. It is a very cool great one overall, but for example the red fox, I also really like the 4 types for the red fox. Although it is really difficult to grind. So yeah, I would say it's the moose and then the red fox. Those are my 2 favorites. You are on Pablo's side, Hells? I knew it. I'm not surprised. I heard that Hell stole Pablo from the sanctuary. I don't think she would steal it, to be honest, because if she stole it, that would mean Pablo would be a shootable animal. And I would find it and I would kill it. I still haven't gotten my first great one either. I hope your grind goes faster than mine. Thank you, Thomas. And man, I hope you find your great one soon. It sounds like you've been putting some effort into it. Alright guys, we know the level 9 was over there. I'm hoping it's still there. Maybe it's just hiding? Maybe? Ras Randy, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Grey Fox more than Red Fox. You know, I agree with that. Like, if you exclude the great ones, I like the Grey Fox more because the rares are cooler. Hold up, this could be a 9 right here. This could be a 9. He's over here. It is there. Right there, guys. 445 to 509 estimate. He's fleeing now. And that was a neck shot. Perfect. Level 9 Black Cayman down. The question is, will it make it? Is this finally gonna be our first Diamond Black Cayman and the last diamond we needed here on Peru? Man, hopefully. What do you think is gonna score? Do you think it's gonna troll or do you think it's gonna make it, guys? Oof. Time for the guesses. Time for the guesses. 479.07. Ooh, that would be nice. That would be diamond. Remember, the diamond score is 468, if I'm not mistaken. 461.23. Damn. Troll? Oh yeah, hell, do you really want it to troll? Knowing the competition is running? 500, 472. Hopefully, man, 500 would be sick. Frostbite. Diamond, diamond, he's gonna make it. Hopefully, Glob. Welcome to stream, by the way, brother. Happy to see you here. Diamond, 469. Alright, guys. You know, a lot of very optimistic guesses. Let's hope you're right. 471.35. Yes. Finally, guys. It made it barely. Barely diamond. But can't complain. Look at the shot right there. Perfect neck shot. I'm gonna take several pictures of these guys. Yeah. it is the last diamond we needed here in Peru, which means now we have every single of the diamonds we were missing. Now we have all 10 diamonds here in Peru, all 10 new diamonds. Finally, that is very, very cool. Yeah, let's see who was closer. Let's see who was closer. Taxi Gothic was very close apparently. Let me see. I cannot see his guess. Okay, 472, yeah. Yeah, Taxigori, you were incredibly close. No way, guys. Very quickly. Finally, our first diamond came in. Took us some time, eh? Hey, Anthony. How are you doing? Saving my level 9 for the mission. Nice. What is the estimate of your level 9? Hopefully it makes it. Yeah, that is the thing. Helps because if it was a troll, we would have been able to submit it for the competition because, by the way guys, we're currently running a competition on my Discord server, which includes every single of the 10 new species, and it is golds only. That is the difference with the last competition. We are only gonna count the golds. So if you happen to get a troll for some of the new species, make sure to submit it on my Discord because, man, that would be a perfect submission. Alright guys, we got the Cayman. So, let's go back to multiplayer and let's go hunt some tarukas, let's say. We could go for some tarukas, we could go for capybaras maybe. I'm so happy to finally get the Cayman out of the way. Because, you know, I was enjoying the hunt, but I would be lying if it's the species I enjoy hunting the most here in Peru. Let's find a server that is set during the Taruka drink time, which runs from 1400 to 1700, and apparently the only one is this one and this one. There's a lot of people inside the server though, so let's go to this one. Hunt bears and carry super rare. You know, I haven't really explored my bear population on single player. We could go hunt some bears actually. But first I wanna try some multi and see how consistent our connection is. How do you tell the difference between male capybara and caiman capybara? What do you mean caiman capybara? Like common capybara? Oh yeah, melanistic and common capybara? That is a good question because I've never seen a melanistic. So, you know, the only way you could be able to tell the difference is if you really pay attention to them. Like the melanistic is clearly darker than most of the commons. So yeah, you really have to pay attention to how their furs look, but it's hard. It's really difficult. The top estimate was 509 on yours, Anthony. Hopefully you'll make it. It sounds just as promising. Alright, we're gonna go for tarukas, that is the plan. The river is completely unexplored on this server. Perfect. You don't. You pick it up and you realize. Esta species is actually very rare about that. Like, if you happen to find a melanistic capybara, like you'll have to claim it first and then you'll realize. So essentially shoot it by accident. There's a piebald on your map. Can you imagine how cool that would be, Stashbashi? I have 3 troll tarukas, no diamonds. 3 troll tarukas is insane. What is the best way to hunt quarries? Gek, so the quarries drink from 17 to 2000 in the evening. And they are only present around this mountain, right here, on every single of these ponds, around this mountain, and also around this other mountain. So only around these 2 spots. The strategy to hunt them is essentially to visit all those ponds while they are drinking. That is the only thing you can do. You could for example set up some tents close to those ponds and grind them. Hold up a second. Level 5 vicuña right off the bat? Oh my god, is this server legit? What in the world? Level 5 vicuña, first animal we spawn on this server, but I'm not entirely convinced there is actually a legit station, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the rest of the animals looks normal, as you can see, but damn. Could be legit. Could be legit. Maybe. I don't know. We just joined this session and literally the first animal I spot. Did we just botch it? Oh my god, we almost botched it, but I think the second shot was good. Where in the world? Hold up. No level 5s right there. Some max estimates though. Damn. Where are the odds this picuña we just shot is actually legit? There are a lot of max estimate level 4s, eh? Look, there's another. Some tarucas as well. The tarucas look perfectly normal, I would say. But we cannot confirm it as legit just yet. Let's shoot this one. Good hit. Did we actually use the right ammunition on the level 5? I'm not even sure. Maybe. It is a troll. 213.25. What? Alright, the first shot was barely bad, and the second shot was a perfect hard shot plus double long on the run. That was a really good hit, we saved it, but it is a troll, guys. Perfect for the competition. Actually, I was forgetting. We needed a troll for the competition, and here we have it. Troll Vicuña, right off the bat on this server. Can't complain. Yeah, that'll be amazing for the comp. I just took some screenshots. Damn, we're starting strong today. Some pumas right there. Yeah, max estimate level 4s are very common, that's right, Hills. But damn, there were a lot right there. Look at all the deer. What I wanted to check was the river though. Let's head to this river. Yeah, that'll be a good stop. But he was a small troll. You know, if he was gonna troll, I was hoping he'll score as close as possible to 214. But he was tiny. Not too bad, guys. Can male tapirs make diamond? I don't think so, Thomas. As far as I'm concerned, the male tapirs max at level 8. They can be max estimate, but not diamond. Kaiju Collecting, welcome to the stream, how are you doing? You are doing a grind at the moment. Let me see. Grinding black bear, very cool. I wish you luck. Corex pick. Yeah, I'll take a Corex pick, Hells. I'll take a Corex pick very soon, right here. Not too bad. Maybe the males are like the Gamesbug. You know, I think the tapir is actually more similar to the red fox. Just inverted. Hey Logan, you are currently doing a fallow deer grind? Nice. Do you already have a great one for the fallow deer? No, but as I was saying, I think the tapir are more similar to a red fox, just inverted. Because for example, the male red fox can make diamond, but the females can be max estimate and can be level 8, but never reach diamond. That is the thing. So yeah, there's something like that. Max weight male tapirs are kinda rare. Yeah, I've never seen one. So yeah, they are very rare for sure. What is your dream trophy? Mine is a super albino 300 scoring moose. Oh, could you imagine how cool getting that would be? I would say my dream trophy is a I'ma say diamond hybrid hazel grouse. But just a hybrid hazel grouse even without diamond score, that would be a dream trophy for me. Hey Alfreaky, how are you doing? Nice to see you today, glad you could make it, at least for a bit. So we managed to get a diamond caiman finally, about time, on single player. And then I went to multiplayer, joined a session, and the first animal I spotted was a troll vicuña. So yeah, we started strong. Ooh, hold up. Hold up a second, guys. Look at the size of that Taruka right there. Look at the antlers of that Taruka. It is a level 2, but look at the estimate. 98 to 108. Could be level 2 diamond. He looks gigantic. Damn. Yeah, that is a really big Taruka. Hello, William. Nice to see you, man. How are you doing? Just give me a second. Ronaldo, welcome to the stream. What map should I do casual hunting? I have Sundarpatan, Emerald Coast, Borjonga Savannah, Revontuli, Yukon, and Medved. You know, I would say Revontuli Coast is the perfect map to do casual hunting. So yeah, Revontuli Coast. Which also happens to be my favorite map in the game. Do New England Mountains is... I'ma save my words about New England Mountains. Because I'm preparing a ranking for all the maps in the game. It'll be completely biased, I'll say it, guys. Don't expect my ranking to be objective in any way. And man, the only reason I'm making it is to bash New England. I wanna say, I have some words for New England. Saved for my next ranking. Oh yeah. But anyway, this level 2 is promising. Thank you, Kaiju Collecting. Yeah, I mean, I could use some luck for the Super Rare Taruka because, man, that would be sick. Hold up, is he still... yeah, he's still drinking. We're gonna try to get as close as possible, and then we're gonna try to drop it using the takedown recurve bow. Imagine how insane it would be if this one makes it. Oh yeah, Hells, are you mad? Womp womp. Womp womp. Imagine if he's a cold. Imagine how cold you'd be if he's a cold. Right, Kaiju Collecting? Yeah, she has done some crimes on multiplayer. I'm glad to hear you like the streams, Thomas. You know, it's been fun to stream more frequently. Yeah, Milan, like, if you want to unsub, like, just do it, because, yeah, the New England hate is always gonna be very present on this channel. Yeah, I'm just telling you because, yeah, that's how it is here. Is Peru map already top 3 map for you? Yeah, Ronaldo, I would say Peru is already top 3 for me. I would place it just below Revontuli Coast for me, you know? Hold up. This guy is 93 meters away. Silent Toxins, thank you very much for the gift. Really appreciate it. You know, I think you are the first person on the entire channel's history to send a gift. So yeah, thank you for the support, brother. Well, I believe I just enabled them like 2 days ago. So you made history. You are part of the history of the channel right there. 78 meters out. We're gonna try to take the shore at 40. We'll hope it makes it. Hells, don't delete the Discord. You could delete the Discord, but like, there's people competing. There's people competing out there. Imagine, at least wait for the competition to end. Hey Trex, thank you very much for watching the stream. Nice to see you here on the server. Let's see, guys, I'm a bit nervous. You know, I think if this one makes it, it'll be our first Diamond Taruka using the bow. So that'll be cool. Hey Darius, very happy to see you here, brother. How are you doing? Keep up the New England hate. Yeah, you can be sure I will. Yeah, I'm glad you agree that it is actually the worst map on the entire game. You know, I understand why a lot of people love it, because it's a beautiful map, I won't deny that. But man, I was excited about getting more new bears, especially after Revontuli Coast, and it ended up disappointing me. Really. Okay guys, this is a good angle to take a shot. Exactly 40 meters away. So it is time. Let's hero for 40. And let's go for it. That was a good hit. He is down. So what do you think is gonna score? Do you think this will be our first diamond level 2 Taruka? Or do you think it will be a huge gold? Which, I mean, in case it's a huge gold, we still would be able to post her on the competition. And it would be an amazing submission. Let me see your guesses, guys. What do you think is gonna score? 105.8, I think. El Freaky, that would be a monster diamond. Goodbye, Kaiju Collecting. Have a good day. It was nice to see you. See you later. If I go to Revontuli Pro, what should I hunt? I think you should start hunting some Willow Ptarmigans, Ronaldo. Willow Ptarmigan is a lot of fun. Diamond, hopefully you're right, Thomas. 101.33, that would be amazing. 101.4, hopefully. I mean, those are goals, but they would be great for the competition, for the gold competition. 103.65, I would be happy, honestly. Guys, this is the kind of situation where it doesn't matter the score, I'll be happy with the score. If there is a diamond, I'll be happy. Level 2 diamond, nice. And if there is a gold, I'll still be happy because it'll be great for the comp. Let's see. 103.36, he made it. Level 2 diamond Taruka on saved harvest. Bro. On saved harvest, we're gonna tax it right here. And now we can see it. Perfect. He made it. Second diamond of the stream. On multiplayer, and it is a level 2 diamond Taruka. How crazy is that? With a takedown recurve bow as well. I mean, we aren't gonna be able to submit it, but damn. Not too bad. Glob, you were very close, by the way. You said 103.65. Yeah, very good guess. Finally, guys. We've been very close from getting the level 2 diamond Taruka already like 3 times. And about time. Frostbite, I'm gonna send you some of my luck. You have to go to multiplayer and check this river for Tarukas, it is amazing. Yeah, you were very close, Glob. Very good job. See you, Hells. Yeah, Thomas, you predicted 2 diamonds. You know? But I don't think we're gonna end the stream with only 2 diamonds. I think we're gonna find more, guys. We're gonna continue playing here on multiplayer. Hello, Storin, how are you doing? Happy to see you. Thank you, Hater. Very happy with this trophy. You know, our goal was to find a diamond Cayman. We completed that goal very early into the stream on single player. Now we got another diamond. But, you know, our goal is still to find new rares. That is what we want. I really want something like a viable Taruka. Albino Taruka, not sure if those are a thing. But yeah, I want more rares. And I'm aware a lot of you want me to stream the Jaguar grind as well. But, you know, I'm not super excited to stream that grind, I'll say. Because other creators are already streaming it a lot. Like, if not every single creator. So I want to do something different. I want to focus on something different. Like, show the side of the map that the other creators aren't showing as often. Like, show the new rares. That's what I want. And just hunt the map casually. And of course, like, there will be time to focus on the Great One Jaguar later. But as of right now, with how many new rares there are, man, I think it would be a waste to focus only on the Great One. Bible Ocelot would be awesome, right, Thomas? Bible Ocelot, you know, there's another one that is called Etheristic Red. That one looks amazing as well. Yeah, you know, the one I really want is the Bible Capybara and Tapir as well. Ooh, the Bible Bear. That one is amazing. There are so many. Let's see what's here. Some whitetail over there. I love taruka. They look like roe deer, which makes them goated. Right? They are like massive roe deer. And I also really like their bodies. Like the shape of their body is very unique compared to other deer species. Should I set up a spectacle bear grind, mainly for the rares? Honestly, you know, I've been thinking about doing the same thing, Club. I think setting up a spectacle bear grind could be really fun. Mainly for the rares as well. There are several. I'm glad to hear, Darius. Yeah, personally I also prefer to stream hunting casually. Although, you know, I still don't rule out streaming the grind. But, like, for me it's more fun to stream this way. Like, just running around, hunting different things. You know, more variety. Also, you know, I cannot ignore the fact that the majority of my viewership, like, comes from my casual hunting videos. Because I don't really make a lot of grinding content. So yeah, I'm aware the majority of my people that watch me like me because of the casual hunting videos. Which is another very good reason to stream that kind of hunts. Let's shoot a couple of tarukas right here. They look decent. That should be 2 kills, maybe not. We botched that one. Just die. Bible might be the goat of rares. Yeah, Stashbashi, like, I like the Bible Tapir more than the other rares. I also like the Bible Capybaras more than the other rares, and I think there are like 2 or 3 different variations. Same for the bears. So yeah, you are very right about that. The Bible is the goat of the rares, at least for the species present on this map. And also, have you seen the Bible Grison? Oh, they look sick. There are also, I think, 2 or 3 different variations for the Bible Grison. Yeah, the Etheristic Isabelline. Yeah, that is really cool. You know, there's one for the Vicuña as well, and one for the bears, but I prefer the one on the bears. And also the Etheristic Red, super cool looking as well. There is a nice bear. Is that a common? I wanna think that is a common. You found a bear. Fortnite kid. What kind of bear? Is it big? Let's shoot that one. Good hit. Sadie Endler. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Shot a Bible 97 scoring Taruka today. I also started a Taruka grind. That's amazing. Ooh, I want a Bible Taruka so much. Congratulations on that rare. Hello, Trevor. Thank you for joining us. Have you seen the Bible Quarry? Ooh, yeah. Bible Quarry, you got one yesterday? That's so cool, man. Yeah, I also really want a Bible Quarry, although from all the Bibles on this map, I would say it's one of the most difficult ones. So that's very cool. Congrats as well. Here we have this bear. Messy markings, 17.91. Decent. Right, hater. The Bible bears are so good looking. Never liked watching grinding streams. Honestly, same, Milan. Never been a fan of grinding streams. You know, it's not my thing. Like, grinding content has never been my thing. But yeah, casual hunting. That's why I used to like Flinner, or I like Flinner so much, and Scarecrow as well. You know, like their videos are mostly casual hunting, and that's cool. That is the kind of playstyle I like. Sounds good, Sayori. I can't wait to see it. You know, that was because I really haven't seen many Bible Tarukas posted, eh? So seeing one that big, that'll be cool. Not too many people have been showing love to the Mountain Quarry, I've noticed. Yeah, Thomas. And I would say the reason is very simple. The Mountain Quarry, or the Mountain Quarry home range, is quite far from the outpost. For example, in order to get to where they drink, you have to travel a lot. Like from this outpost or from this outpost around here. So yeah, it takes time to get to their ponds. That is the issue. But we could actually go hunt some quarries in a bit on single player. Sounds great, Elfriki. I hope you had a good day at work today. Hey Mika, Micah, welcome to stream. My first day on the map, I messed up a Diamond Taruka that scored 106. Ooh, that was a huge one. That was a huge Diamond Taruka right there. This is a Picuña. I'm noticing YouTube is having some issues because, yeah, the sub count is doing all kinds of things right there. So that's probably a YouTube issue at the moment. Hey Dominic, how are you doing? I'm doing very good. Having a very good stream so far, I would say. I hope you're doing good as well. Bro, can you do a Grison hunt? Man, I also need to hunt Grisons, eh? Because, you know, we already got a diamond, but I'm missing rares for them. Are we going to watch more of your old videos? That was fun. Welcome to stream, Kian, by the way. Yeah, you know, we could do it at the end of the stream. You know, watch a couple of my older videos, because apparently people enjoyed it. What do you think? Sounds great, Sadie. So it is currently on Scarecrow's page. Oh, nice. May take a look at it right there. You killed the level 9, scored 44.66. Nice. That is a big Diamond Jaguar right there. Not too bad. Alright guys, we're gonna go to this other lake right here. It's normally very nice for Tarukas and Vicuñas as well. So let's see if we have any luck. I can imagine storing. Trophy tapirs are very, very cool. I hope you can get a rare. That'll be amazing. Just heard an albino female collar peccary, and I have leucistic female currently at the river. That is insane. Man, I kinda want an albino collar peccary here, eh? You know, even though it's just a repeated species, it'd be nice. I also want a diamond whitetail, because I've been spotting dozens, but not a single diamond potential so far, which is interesting. Hello, Iron Worker, how are you doing? Thank you very much. Glad you think my voice is sounding very good. I've been feeling a lot better recently. Nice to see you here. Thank you, OMP. Glad you enjoy my channel. I also just got a female leucistic jaguar today, so that was pretty cool. Very cool indeed. Pretty good replacement for my huge Posh Taruka. That is a really good replacement for that, Micah. Glad to hear. Everyone on Intisuyu, meanwhile I'm grinding wood dog. 3 diamonds, albino and piebald so far. Nice. His story still thrives. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Man, the piebald wood dog is really, really cool. Let's see, we should be able to spot some tarukas down there. A few level 2s. But nothing remarkable. And down there we have, okay, that is nice level 2 as well, but not really that impressive. Hold up a second. Ooh, that is huge. 98 bottom estimate up to 108. Alright guys, that is something I wanna shoot right there. So let's aim. He's behind the other. Not really great angle, but there is another diamond potential level 2 down there. That's insane. Roughly 140 meters away. They are still trotting. He's probably about to go nervous. Let's be patient. Hello Elite, how are you doing? For finding waterfall diamonds, do you prefer using decoys or need some farming? You know, since I normally hunt waterfall on multiplayer, I normally use decoys, especially on Revontuli Coast. But for example on Emerald, on ASCII Ridge I mean, I just run around their home range and I follow their flocks until they land. So it depends on the location, but I usually use decoys, I would say. Sounds like a very good plan, Stashbashi. Emerald Coast is a really fun map to play. I love it. Got my first super rare today. A diamond piebald whitetail on my Revontuli Coast map. That's sick. Congratulations on your first super rare, brother. That is very, very cool. Now this guy is still flaying. Damn, can you imagine if this level 2 also makes it? Now he's nervous. So this is our chance right here. Oof. Also on the second, was that a good hit? Yep. We also dropped the second. Perfect, guys. Could this be another level 2 diamond taruka? Or is it gonna be a huge gold for the competition? Hopefully a huge gold, honestly. Right, hater, imagine another diamond taruka. That's why I really like this lake. Yeah, Dominic, I can imagine it's already late on Europe. You know, that's why during the weekends especially I prefer to stream earlier. So people from Europe can also watch the streams. But yeah, like, you know, I hope you have a good night and don't lose any rest for watching me. Do you think it's making diamond, Thomas? Hopefully, honestly. You know, I want a big gold for the competition, but man, I wouldn't complain if it is a second diamond. Because imagine 3 diamonds during this stream in roughly an hour. That would be unheard of. Your game is failing to synchronize, Fortnite Kid. That is unfortunate. Ooh, we 0 ping with the host. Not ideal. So apparently I'm not the only one who's having connection issues. Alright, we gotta claim this guy. 100.54. Okay. 100.54. He's roughly as heavy as the diamond. But damn. That'll be a nice submission. Yep. Can't complain. 101, unfortunately he wasn't as big. But damn, guys. That is a big one. Alright. There was also another really big level 2 with it. So let's see if it is just as big. Maybe not. And alright, we are still connected, but it's not letting me claim it. Alright, 96.2. Not nearly as big. But yeah, unfortunately we're having some issues with this host. Also, other people from the session are getting disconnected. I wanna check this other side of the lake, this pond, just to make sure there's nothing impressive there. You found a level 9 legendary spectacle bear and no one owns the DLC on the server. Oh my god. So it gives you something like 15 minutes, right? Damn, I hope you can get it if you're still there. Nothing remarkable for Tarukas on this pond. Just some small level 2s. So yeah. You know, I think we're gonna continue hunting on single player. You know, just go for some spectacle bears. Try our luck. Maybe we'll come across some big ones. Because I really haven't checked my spectacle bear population truly. But yeah, this was a really good Taruka session, guys. 1 diamond, 1 troll vicuña, 1 huge level 2 Taruka as well. Can't complain. Is that a common right there? Yeah, it is a common. Alright. Yeah, let's go to single player. So, what do you want me to hunt, guys? You know, we could go hunt spectacle bears. We could go hunt maybe some mountain quarries. Grisons, maybe? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, we could go for some bears. Bears. Yeah, I think bears could be very cool, Stash Bashi. You are very right about that. You know, hunting some bears around the river wouldn't be a bad idea, in my opinion. Bears, quarry and grison. Bears. Yeah, a lot of people want me to hunt some bears, so why not? Yeah, like, we could hunt bears first, guys, and then quarry. What do you think? Bears and quarry, because we haven't hunted quarries in a long time. But yeah, like, if we happen to find something like a piebald bear, man, that would be possibly my best trophy here on Peru. So I wanna try at least. You know, you never know. There could be something here on my map. What do you think? Rare Grison? Your favorite animal? Is your favorite animal the bears? You know, my favorite animal is still the capybara. And I really want to find a piebald for them. But yeah, the bears and the tapirs. You know, I also want to focus on some tapirs because I'm missing the piebald as well. Have you seen the piebald tapirs, guys? Oh, are they cool? Man, are they cool. So yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go hunt some bears, guys. Let's just set the time to our drink time right here. Left side of the map. Yeah, absolutely, Crispod. Yeah, you know, I also want to grind jaguars, but I understand, you know, most of the streamers are currently grinding for jaguars, so I want to focus on something different. You know, something fresh. Because, man, there's plenty of cool stuff on this map. Plenty to show apart from the great ones. Go to the Sal Miaros Park. Let's see, where's that? Sol? I don't know where that is. We're gonna start hunting the river once again, because the river is a decent spot for bears. Yeah, the bears are so cool, right? Yeah, I also love the spectacle bears. Like, to me, the top 3 best animals on this reserve are the capybaras on the first place, tapir second place, and You know, it's hard to choose between the tarukas and the bears for the third spot. But I think I'm gonna go with the bears just because of how many rares they have. They have so many. Some tarukas over there. This is single player, by the way, guys. We're hunting on multiplayer a bit ago, but now we're back on our single player map, and we're gonna go hunt some bears. Is there a spawn trap for spectacle bears? I have no clue, Glob. I have no idea. Not sure if anyone has grinded a spectacle bears. But personally, I don't know of any spawn trap for them. Sending prayers for a super Cayman to appear. Oh, silent toxins, that would be so nice. Imagine something like an albino diamond black Cayman, imagine. Not sure if I would prefer an albino or a piebald for the super rare. More vicuñas. What great one should I grind for next after the Jaguars? Thomas, you now say that depends on which great ones are you missing. But I'll tell you, Moose. You already have Mule Deer, Moose, and Wolves. Well, in that case, I would say Roe Deer, Thomas. Roe Deer on Cuatro Colinas. It is an amazing grind. Really, really fun. I'm starting to get very fond of the tarukas. Same, Chris. Yeah, honestly, the tarukas are really good looking. They also have some really cool rares. I love the piebalds, especially. So yeah, they are growing on me. Anything good? We got Diamond Cayman very early into the stream. We also got Troll Vicuña. And then we managed to find a level 2 Diamond Taruka on multiplayer. So 2 trophies and 1 troll so far. Really good stream. So guys, what would you say are your top 3 favorite species here in Peru? I wanna know. I have a grind 0 for them, just not her managed. And I have very little males. Yeah, the good thing about the Roe Deer grind is that you don't really have to use her management. The important thing is to, yeah, swap the females for the males. That is where the work, that is where you have to put in the work, really. Once you swap all the females for the males on that lake, it is very, very easy. Level 7 bear, more vicuñas. Nothing really remarkable. $5,300 kills for the wolves, starting. Could you actually get a great one after that? Hopefully. The new cryptid. Oh, you know, I saw that there's a mission where there's supposedly a new cryptid. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't think it's part of the game. Outside the missions, I mean. Spectacle Bears, Vicuña, and Cayman. That is a really good lineup, Club. Yeah, Spectacle Bears on the first place, can't complain about that. Great species. Spectacle Bear, Quarry, and Ocelots for me. Some of the best rares in the game, right? Original Dawn. Welcome to the stream, by the way. It's nice to see you. It's been a while. You know, I really remember you from the Angler streams and the Angler community. Great to see you around. Bro, do you plan to go back to Scotland for more haggis? We could go for our second haggis, Hater, but right now it's not really a priority. Right now the absolute priority is to find more rares here in Peru. And eventually, at some point, maybe in a couple months I'll go back to Scotland and maybe try to find another haggis. Because they are fairly simple to obtain currently. Like, it'd be cool to make a stream looking for the second haggis, don't you think? The only vicuña I've shot was an albino. That's crazy. That's some luck right there. Yeah, I got the Great White Wolf in 5,300 kills. I went like 2 months just non-stop grinding them. Oh, that's very good, Strain. Happy to hear you actually got it, but yeah, that was a long grind. That was a very long grind. Well deserved. Nothing remarkable on this river. Not for the vicuñas nor for the spectacle bears. We missed the angler. Same, Micah. Yeah, the angler was a really good game. I loved making guides about it. And I really wish I streamed it more, especially while it was still receiving updates. But I wasn't really streaming back then, that's the thing. So far I've only hunted jaguar, tapir and capybara. I haven't fully explored my map. Oh, El Freaky, you probably have some very cool stuff waiting for you, for the rest of the species. I can't wait to hear what you find. Hey Prayer Warrior, welcome to stream, how are you doing? Server name, I'm currently on single player, brother. Yeah, I'm currently on single player because I was playing multiplayer, but the connection started becoming unstable. Luckily we managed to get 1 trophy there. But yeah, right now we're just playing single player to avoid any trouble. Also, you could do a mission stream, but I don't know if that would work. I saw Flinter doing a mission stream, and it could be fun. Just a stream doing missions. Not sure if a lot of you would like to watch that, but it's an option for sure. Let me see. Bro, do you think about a switch from the angler to Russian fishing or fishing simulator? Or fishing planet, you mean? I considered it. But the thing with the angler is that it was related to the Hunter of the Wild. Like, it shared a lot of the same players, right? So it made sense to have it as part of the channel. But then if I go to Russian fishing or fishing planet, it's still a completely different niche, and the overlap between the Hunter and those games is really minimal. So when it comes to YouTube, you really don't want to split your audience, like, between niches by making content about different niches. So if I ever started making content about those games, I would say it would be better to make a second channel, because it would actually hurt the growth of the channel to make content about a different niche. The angler was better than Fishing Planet, but not Russian fishing. I've never played Russian fishing. I've tried Fishing Planet though. And yeah, to me the angler was more fun than Fishing Planet, coming from the Hunter, just because of the open world experience. It was fun to be able to run around the map, finding new places, going to different spots. So yeah, like in that regard it was more fun. But I understand why a lot of people say, like, yeah, a lot of people were saying it wasn't realistic. And I totally get it. Because yeah, it was meant to be a fishing simulator, but it wasn't really realistic. It was very arcadey. So a lot of people didn't like that, and that's probably one of the biggest reasons why the game didn't do that well from a player-based perspective. Hey Comically, how are you doing? Nice to see you today. Mission stream would be nice since there's not a lot of missions right now. Yeah, not a lot of people are making content about the missions. So yeah, a mission stream could be interesting. I'll consider it, honestly. Sounds good, Glob. Hopefully you can still stay around for a bit. Charge your phone. That is good to hear, Prayer Warrior. That you love a mission stream. They need to update console multiplayer. Yeah, especially Xbox, because as far as I'm concerned, you cannot see the names of the host on Xbox. Not sure if that's still a thing, but yeah, I remember PlayStation was ahead. Like PlayStation was more like PC than Xbox. You could actually choose which sessions to join. Russian fishing is so grindy, but it's my main fishing game now. Oh, that is cool. Original tune. You know, I've heard there is a good game. I've never tried it. But yeah, that is the thing with also Fishing Planet. If I'm not mistaken, it's also very grindy. And you, like, if you wanna progress more quickly, you have to pay a lot of money. There are a lot of microtransactions. Maybe similar. Glad to hear, Comically. You are set up a Jaguar grind right now? Nice. Hopefully you can get that great one quickly. I appreciate that, Hater. Yeah, guys, if you like the stream, if you like this kind of content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot. Sadly, Xbox never updated. That's lame, El Freaky. Chas the Fisher, welcome to stream. How are you doing? Xbox you can choose and it gives you 9 out of 10 times. That's lame. Yeah, I remember I used to have a lot of issues playing multiplayer whenever I used to play on Xbox. Lots of disconnections. Yeah, a lot of people kicking you. And well, the performance was terrible as well. Like I was playing at 20 FPS. Nothing special on this lake right here. So we can go try. You know, this lake is very good for spectacle bears. Let's go there. It is good to hear you are doing good, Chas the Fisher. Yeah, Xbox really needs some love. Stash Bashi, I think you should go for roe deer. Oh, but you mean like a species in general? I thought you were speaking about great one. No, yeah. You know, I would say spectacle bears. Just as me. Quarry? You're gonna go for quarry? Oh, that's fun. I was also planning to go for some quarry after hunting some bears. What is diamond for Cayman? 468. Original tune. Yeah, 468 is diamond for Black Cayman. Welcome back, Frostbite. You ate some pizza with ranch? That's nice. Did I miss anything? What is the last trophy you saw? Because so far we got a diamond Black Cayman, troll vicuña, level 2 diamond taruka, and then a really big level 2 taruka that ended up making gold. So you might have missed some of those. So what do you think about Xbox, El Freaky? Now that you also know how PlayStation is. Do you think Xbox is better in any way for the Hunter? What to hunt at 1700? So, Mountain Quarry, drink at 1700, from 17 to 20. So that's an option, Gek. I would love it if the Andes area had an upland bear, right, Hater? Yeah, in my opinion, The only thing this map is missing to be a 9 out of 10 for me and be close to 10 is upland bears. More upland bears, new upland bears, and new dogs as well. That's what is missing. I wanna get another piebald caiman, but a male to go with the female I got. Oh, that would be sick. Silent toxins. I wish you luck getting one. Great diamond male quarry. Nice. Ostringham. Diamond male quarry seem to be rarer than the females, you know? Because yeah, I've been seeing a lot more females posted compared to the amount of males. It was a troll, original tune. That sucks. 461, tiny troll. That is unfortunate. What is diamond score for Collar Peccary? It is 145.25, I believe, Kian. I could be wrong, but it's around that. Okay, Mythical Bear. Could be nice for the competition. Could be a big gold. We need big golds for the competition. Nothing else apart from that. Some whitetail over there. So let's shoot this bear. Is that a common? I think it's abundant markings. For a second I thought it was a blunt faced, I'm not gonna lie. That'll do it. Just found 10 great ones on multiplayers. Bro's definitely stuck. Yeah, the average multiplayer experience, Frostbite. Like, I remember this session that we ended up joining on the last server, where there were like 7 level 9 caimans on the same spot. And then there was someone killing great ones on the logs. That was hilarious. Same comically, I was also expecting a new bird. At least one. You should add Xbox multiplayer. Oh yeah. Yeah, honestly, like, I could make a video, you know, just to compare how the multiplayer is on Xbox compared to PC and PlayStation. And, you know, maybe that would make people complain more with expansive walls, so they improve the multiplayer on Xbox. Because I guess that's what's missing. You know, people need to ask for that to be changed. Because I don't think there's any issue in particular with Xbox that would prevent them from doing that. It wouldn't make any sense. Wish you luck, Original Dune. Hopefully you can find yourself some rare bears. Hopefully piebald, that'll be sick. It is missing South American whitetail deer. It would be so cool to get subspecies for whitetail, you know. That'll be cool for the moose as well. Because we already got subspecies for the caribou. So now it's time for them to start adding subspecies for the other deer. I think that's missing. It was Hell's Harbor, right, Frostbite? Yeah, that day we found Hell's Harbor. Very easy to tell. Just full of great ones. Does anyone know if females double quell makes diamond after exchange? They shouldn't, hater. Only the male should be able to make diamonds for the double quell, even after the update. And if you happen to see any female diamond double quell, it's probably bugged. There is a decent Taruk over there. Some more. Nothing remarkable. Puma needed remodel, to be honest. Maybe with the next update they'll get that. Right? Yeah, Puma really needed remaster. They look lame. Same with the whitetail. You know, Peru was a really good chance for them to remaster them. I understand. You know, maybe they didn't have the time. But they feel out of place. Like, you see a puma next to one of the new species and yeah, they look out of place with how low quality they are. I have the Series S, and FPS drop is common, but in 3 weeks I'm buying the Series X. That'll be a big change. Yeah, the difference between the Series X and the Series S should be very significant when it comes to a frame rate. on these 10 plus new species, yeah, you are very right, comically. Because for example on Sundarpatan, they also did 10 new species and not a single bird. And same thing with Peru now. Yeah, they did a lot of new species, but not a single new bird. That's interesting. And man, they could have added the Himalayan monal on Sundarpatan. That's such a beautiful bird. One time I saw someone harvested a Great One Red Deer in multiplayer, Xbox by the way, so I guess it was legit. It's still possible to hack on Xbox, destroying, way rarer than on PC, and more common than on PlayStation, actually, because yeah, like you can still hack on PlayStation, but it's still way rarer than on Xbox. So yeah, it was probably modded still, but yeah, if it happens on Xbox, there's still a very good chance it was legit. Maybe it was. I don't play much the Hunter in PS4 because why never change? Oh, you never change the thermic paste, so FPS are very low. Oh, that makes sense, El Freaky. Yeah, you gotta change the thermic paste, or otherwise it starts overheating and the CPU cannot perform. What is Katai and Taruka drink time? What is a Katai? Because the Taruka drink time is 1400 to 1700, just the Fisher. First bear I see is a level 9, that's insane. That's insane, dude. This is the third one I've ever seen. Hold up, the chat is moving. And it's not even on the river. Nice. Hopefully it makes it, brother. Zombie Cunha, 214 top estimate, max estimate. I wanna check this lake right here. So we're gonna place a waypoint. So Milan is saying, I love subspecies. Would love to see a mini reserve with Balkan lynx and Balkan chamois. That'd be cool, Milan. Yeah, I also really like the subspecies because they don't really have to make new species. And they can still make the animals look different. Like if they happen to make, you know, Sitka deer as a subspecies for the blacktail, I believe. Or Kawes deer. You know, that'd be nice. How do you pronounce it? Is it Kostir? I think it is Kostir. But yeah, it would be nice. Also something like Alaskan moose. You know, make him look slightly different. Diamond Bear number 3. 20.84 classes markings. That's very, very cool, dude. Congratulations. More Ibex would be so nice, Torian. Like, imagine if we happen to get another map on Asia and they add something like Argali. You know, that's a ship, but looks amazing. There's also another Ibex on, like, on some of these countries, which looks very similar to the, what do you call, Siberian, no, to the, oh, I forgot the name. Yeah, this Ibex that is also present on Europe. The one with the curly horns that go all the way to their backs. Yeah, I forgot the name. Alpine Ibex, yeah. It's Alpine Ibex. There's an Ibex species that looks very similar to the Alpine Ibex on Asia. And yeah, they'll be an amazing addition. You went AFK for like 20 seconds and got murdered by a jaguar. Oh, that's unlucky on site. That jaguar was waiting for you to get distracted. European Mouflon as well, yeah. Yeah, European Mouflon on somewhere like Romania. That would be cool. I agree, Glob. You know, I would love to see peacock as well. You know, there are many beautiful birds that they could include. pigeons, yeah, puffins. Oh, you know, one of the bird species that I really wanna see is this grouse species. Well, I wanna see ruffed grouse. You know, they look similar to the melanistic black grouses. I don't know if you've seen the melanistic variation for the black grouse that has like some white markings around the body. That's very similar to how the ruffed grouse looks. But there's also the, I think it's called the siege grouse. Greater siege grouse. That is an amazing looking bird species. They look majestic. Are taruka left side of the map? Yeah, the tarukas are only present around the left side of the map. Just the fisher. Some bear, some whitetail. Nothing remarkable right here neither, unfortunately. Sounds good, King Crab. It was nice to see you, man. Have a good evening. Look at this bear. What is he thinking? She thinking. She just got destroyed. Welcome back, hater. Sucks your YouTube crashed. Svalbard map would go hard. Like Medved, but with more unique species. And polar bears. Oh, that sounds interesting. What other species would we see on that kind of reserve? Welcome to the stream, by the way. You know, I would say after Africa 2.0, my most wanted map on this game would be Arctic Canada. You know, polar bears, walruses, seals, muskox, Arctic foxes, Arctic wolves, snowshoes, tall sheep as well. Yeah, there are plenty of options. Five medium taruka, or vicuña, do you mean? Hunting Simulator 3 has morning dove. Oh, those are cool. I've seen them. Yeah, I've seen them in real life. Because they are very common here. Corey Diamond Black Grouse right now. Oh, that's very cool. Fortnite kid. What did it score? No more bears. Look, we're gonna reset time, guys. Reset time back to bear drink time, and we're gonna continue exploring some ponds. Maybe we'll come across a bear. And I also wanna go hunt some quarry, so we may go to a mountain. Yeah, I think the ponds on this part of the map are where I haven't really checked for bears, because yeah, the majority of the left side of the map is completely explored for bears, but this part especially, you know, especially around the mountain, I haven't really discovered zones right there for bears. Let's see. Let's reset the time. Let's make it 6:41. Right, Milan? Yeah, like the Arctic map on the Hunter Classic is very, very cool. I've played it, and I remember how open it was. And also I remember that we were able to hunt Sitka deer. I think it was plains bison the other, or wood bison, moose, polar bears. It was a very cool map. So something similar on the Hunter, on Call of the Wild, that would be sick. $122.28. That is a decent sized diamond black grouse. Fortnite kid. Congratulations. I'm up to 8 diamond vicuña with no rares. Well, you know, great diamond luck, but no rare luck. That's unfortunate. Slash Bashi. Hopefully you can find one soon. I got a 9 legendary vicuña. Oh, that's a great one right there. Hunt to life. That's a great one. Imagine. Let me see, guys. Gonna read some of these comments. The Leucistic Wild Jack is my favorite rare. Ooh, I love how their face looks. Yeah, I think Leucistic Wild Jack was my favorite rare on Sundar Patan as well. Was my first rare on Sundar Patan, I mean. And yeah, like I remember, I was impressed seeing how cool their faces look. Entirely yellow. The next map will probably be in Asia or Africa, or maybe even Australia. We could actually get a second Australia map. More based around the jungle. Just like in the Hunter Classic. Or could be, no. Because for example, Emerald Coast has both jungle and outback. So yeah, we could go get one that is all jungle, or get one that is all desert, all outback. Yeah, but you know, I would say you are right. It'll probably be Asia, in my opinion. Some bears. There is a glasses markings. There's something over there. What is that? There is a mythical ocelot, up to 27 estimate. Level 7 bear. Nothing remarkable on this lake. Now let's go check these ponds because I haven't really explored them for bears. You have a melanistic pickle, hunt to live. That is incredibly rare. Congratulations. You have yet to see a new rare on the new map, Toon. Man, I wonder what you'll get first. I feel you'll be a bear, with how often you're hunting them. You finally found a rare vicuña, Stashbashi, right now. That's crazy. Right after saying you didn't have one. Hopefully it's actually dilute silver. Level 4, not too bad. Will be gold. Same Frostbite. I also really want a new map that has snow on it. Hopefully the Arctic this time. My first rare jaguar was Leucistic, but I pushed her because I thought she was normal, in the dark. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that, but you cannot really blame yourself because it's hard to tell in the dark. I think the next map will be on North America, Europe, to give him a break after this map, and then we'll have another heavy hitting map after. Maybe you're right, comically, because that's been the trend. You know, normally they release a huge map, like Sundar Patan, and then they sort of took a break with South Swissem Park on December, only 2 new species, a smaller map, and then ASCII Ridge, you know, another huge map, and the same thing happened with Scotland. A smaller map with not as many unique species, not as complex, but it was still very cool though. I would expect something similar to Scotland this time on December. Maybe around Europe, maybe around North America, as you say. Could be. It'll be interesting. With a vicuña in game, I wonder if actual camels are likely. Could be. Could be done. Yeah, now they have the model and the animations for a camelid. So that'll make it easier for them. Because they like reusing assets. I have a feeling the next map will have a cryptid on it. That'll be cool alongside. That'll be very, very cool because, yeah, the cryptid, the haggis, it really made Scotland popular. It just really sucked that it remained bugged for like 2 months. Because it was meant to be way more common than we initially thought. And barely anyone was getting it. Hoping it is bear or tapir. Oh, if there is a tapir, I hope it is a piebald, Toon. That's my favorite rare for the tapirs. If the new map has polar bears on it, I'll never leave the map. Oh, it'll be hard for me as well, Frostbite. That'll be so cool. Could you imagine the rares for the polar bears, by the way? Albino. Albino polar bear. Barely any different. Because I don't think they will be able to have, you know, piebbles. That is a huge road here, hater. Level 2? Should I use the proper gun or the 300? I think you should use a proper gun because that could be diamond, hater. Yeah, don't botch it. Okay guys, some quarries over there. We are entering quarry territory, so, you know, we'll be hunting some spectacle bears in quarries. Give us a Salswisen Park, but in the US. I want all those dogs. You know, one of my dream maps done is the North American version of Revontuli Coast. Something loaded with bears of all kinds, but North American bears. New species. I think there's a lot of potential here. That was a huge pickle. Hunt to live. Congratulations on getting that monster. Something new in Mexico, but I didn't know which species to introduce. You know, I highly doubt they are ever gonna do another Mexican map after Rancho. But, you know, if they ever did, I hope it is around the south. You know, around the jungle. Could be nice. California quail would be tough. Oh yeah, they are so cool. Such a cool animal. Okay guys, a bear down there? Is that is a female? It's a common. Right on side. Yeah, since the wild haggis was initially bugged, a lot of people thought it was, like, not real. A lot of people were thinking the first images posted were Photoshop or AI, which is understandable because barely anyone was getting it. And yeah, I remember, like, me and Hells were making videos saying that it was most likely bugged. Because, for example, Vivi said on Discord that in order to get the wild haggis, you essentially only needed to complete the second mission and then play the map for some time, which was easy. Like, it sounded easy, but still, people weren't getting it. So that was a really good reason to believe it was actually bugged. And of course, we made content saying it was most likely bugged, especially Hells. And yeah, a lot of people were disagreeing. Also, other content creators. And well, look at who was right. Look at who was right at the end. It was actually bugged. You have a California quail mounted. Oh, that's so cool, Glob. I love that bird species. I wish I could see them often here in Mexico. I wanna chase this max estimate because we couldn't spot it. Could be a big level 8. They do a new Mexican map and they would have you as the guy from the missions on it. Can you imagine a character with my voice on the missions? Stash bash it, that would be hilarious. Rancho was not a good map for me. Too many hills. Yeah, Rancho, you know, I like Rancho. Like, I used to hunt it a lot, especially to grind whitetail as well. But it looks open, but it's not really open because it has a lot of bushes as well. And some hills. So yeah, it's not as easy to hunt as it may seem, or as you may think. I wanna spot this bear. So the road there was a diamond hater, 84.29. That's cool. That is a really big road there. Is 35 zones good enough to start grinding white on Rancho? I would say so, Frostbite. Yeah, you really don't need a lot of zones to start grinding. Of course, ideally you will want to discover every single of your training zones, but you can start already. There's the bear. That is a female. They should hire you for voice acting, not gonna lie. Well, I appreciate that, Glub. If it ever happened, if they ever decided to do another Mexican map, I would be down to actually share my voice, of course. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. It's been a while. How are you doing? Nice to see you. I haven't played much Call of the Wild at all, but I have played some Pokemon and found a 1 out of 81,092 shiny. Damn, that sounds incredibly rare. Look, I don't know how rare that is because I don't really play Pokemon. I used to play it a while ago, but that sounds very rare. Congratulations. That sounds rarer than a rare bear, honestly. Where did this max estimate go? Here's a trail. I just want to confirm it is in a level 9, you know? Glad to hear you think so, alongside. Yeah, my voice has improved a lot in the last few months, you know? I'm just happy it is good enough to stream at the moment. That was what I really wanted. Left side of Peru is what Rancho pretends to be, right? Yeah, the left side of this map is what a lot of maps pretended to be. What is this quarry doing? Just stop right there? Okay. Are there more? It's just a level 2, but it's kinda cool, look. Nice female. Where's the big bear? Did it go down here? Maybe? It did. When I saw your video when your voice was really bad, I started crying. Oh, that's sad, Frostbite. Yeah, I remember that video. Like, it's crazy to see how far my voice has come from there. Because yeah, it was looking really bad. Like, at that point I didn't know like how, if it was gonna get worse or if it was gonna get better, because you know this condition doesn't really have a cure and there was a chance you'd get worse. But fortunately I've learned ways to speak better and to counter, you know, the symptoms of the condition with certain techniques, with certain speaking techniques. So that has helped a lot. And well, now I'm here. It's working. It's working, so yeah, I would say the condition is not really as big of a threat as it used to be. For the channel, at least. Man, this bear is not letting us pour it. Who's hiding the bear? Is any of you hiding the bear, guys? Or is it Pablo? Because look, Hells isn't here. So it may be Pablo this time. There's a level 9 legendary Piebald. What? What kind of Piebald, comically? A bear. You found a level 9 legendary Piebald bear. Damn, I'm jealous. Tell me about being jealous. That's sick. Hopefully it makes it, brother. But yeah, this bear, you know, the tracks disappear. Chasing animals on this game can be a pain sometimes, especially, you know, with so much vegetation. There's another track though. And something's fleeing. Just a collar peccary. Collar peccaries are absolutely everywhere. They are so common. Panda Piebald. My least favorite, but I won't complain. Is it the one that has like a white belly? Light belly? Because that's one of my favorite, honestly. Yeah, I think you're right, guys. I think it's Pablo. Yeah, 2 trophies was way too much, and I guess that was enough. Man, where's the track? Do I even want to chase this bear, honestly? I mean, it could be a level 9, but do we care about a level 9? We want rares. I think I'm just gonna go back to the ponds. Like, it's hard to find the next track, and he's not letting us see it. There's another track. Is that him? Look, there was a bear getting stuck. Maybe he was stuck the whole time. Look. Damn. Where are you, buddy? Yeah, apparently he was getting stuck in a bush, and that's why we weren't being able to find the next track. Because he was stuck behind us. That was ridiculous. It was definitely him. Hold up. Where did it go? I can't believe we didn't manage to spot it there. I just want to know if he's a level 9. Pablo the poacher. Hold up, this bear, I can hear it. Down there. Level 7, are you kidding me? They get stuck so often. Bro, was that not a battle? Just die, bear. If I'm really cheap, but I honestly really want to play the new map, how much would you rate the map on a scale of 1 to 10 for being worth buying the full price? So considering the map is like, what, $10, $11? I must say it is a solid 8, honestly. I would say it's worth it. 10 new species, you know, that makes it worth it for me. Because it's not really, like, it's more expensive than the typical map. But in my opinion, it's justified. Really fun to play. Pablo is hiding the rares, right? Yeah, we really haven't been able to find a rare today. We've been streaming for roughly 2 hours. We're gonna stream for, you know, let's say another hour, guys. So we'll have time to find something else. I have a 10 down here. Are there bears? Not sure. I'm just gonna go to these spawns. But I think I'm gonna reset the time first because it's about to be the end of the bear drink time. But yeah, it'll be difficult to find a rare bear, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's not looking great. Our bear population is good. Well, I found a diamond, you know, whenever I started playing. I think it was on the 2nd day of early access. But still not a single rare. So there may be something. I don't know. It trolls. 2nd super troll. Damn, comically. That's really, really unfortunate, brother. I'm sorry to hear. That sounds really painful. $8.5 for Pablo. Like for me, if Pablo wasn't there, guys, I think it would actually score higher for me. You know? Yeah, if Pablo wasn't there, it would actually rank higher for me. Okay. Just gonna change the time to 6 in the morning. No, there is 7. I click twice. How cool is the new gun that comes with the map? So here is the reverse stroke crossbow. I have it right here actually on my inventory. It is this one. Reverse stroke crossbow. It's a fun weapon to use. Nothing super special. You know, very similar to any bow. Like you can be accurate at pretty much the same distances. So for the sake of having more variety, it's a nice weapon, but it doesn't change the game in any way. So yeah, if you are thinking on buying them up because of the weapon, don't do it. Like if you're gonna buy them up, do it because of the species. Nice to hear you made it home safe, Elfriki. All scars should appear in Pablo. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, imagine. That would be satisfying. Max weight atheristic Isabelline bear. Are you kidding me, dude? No way. Oh, that's insane. What is here, a level 8? Like, I guess you mean max weight estimate. I see 4 of Pablo and her family of capybaras. I don't know if are real or edit. Yeah, Pablo has a family of capybaras. Like, I've seen her as well. You know, I think it's like 2 little capybaras plus the mother as well. Look, guys, this is a max weight estimate greater Grison right here. I wasn't hunting for Grisons, but we'll follow it. You know, why not? Now it's heading that way. Could this be a level 5? Maybe. Maybe. You know, I know the Grison are an absolute pain to track. So we'll see if we can find it. If not, we'll leave it for later and look for it during his string time. Oh, because you know how hard it is to chase a Grison, especially inside the jungle. Hey Rodrigo, how are you doing? Welcome to stream. Glad to hear you love the content. Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Rodrigo. Thank you for joining us. I'm looking around, you know, trying to find the next track for this Grison, but I'm not seeing anything, guys. Super rare Grison. Can you imagine how crazy that would be, hater? You have 120 subs now. That's insane, Frostbite. You've been growing, eh? Great job. Hopefully you can continue growing. Just stay consistent. That was your first rare on Peru, dude. And such a cool rare, honestly. Etheristic Isabelline bear. That's sick. So this Grison was resting over there, okay. Puma warning call. I appreciate that, hater. Yeah, thank you for supporting the channel. Say some words in Spanish, please. I'm gonna say... Look, I'm gonna hunt spectacle bears. Voy a cazar osos de anteojos. There you go. Those are some words in Spanish. 257 is a unit for Peru. Yeah, the 257 is amazing, especially for the tarucas and the vicuñas. But another rifle that is really good here in Peru, even better than the 257, is the Moradi model 44 lever action rifle. It's fantastic. We're gonna check these spawns. No, we're gonna check the ones over here, actually. Bro, not counting any bears, what is your favorite animal and rare? My favorite animal and rare, not counting bears? You know, I would say the... That's a good question. Can we even make it to his spawns from here? Apparently there's a mountain in the way. So I think I'm gonna start. Look, I'm actually gonna start on this outpost and we're gonna start heading to the spawns from there. But as I was saying, you know, I really like the moose, of course. I really like the Manny Roban elk as well. I like the wood bison. You know, I like the capybaras. So yeah, I would say, for example, the capybaras, I love them. I also really like the beavers. And my favorite rare... Damn, there are so many that it's really hard to choose a best one. But I'm gonna say... You know, something like the... You know, the piebald. The piebald capybara is very cool. The leucistic snow leopard, I really like it. You know, snow leopard could be my favorite species outside of the bears, now that I think about it. Yeah, I like the leucistic snow leopards. I think they look amazing. I also really like the leucistic beavers. They look very cool. The bobbers. I've never gotten one, but yeah, they look sick. So yeah, you know, my favorite species, I must say, snow leopard. And favorite rare outside the bears. Oh, I'm gonna say piebald capybara, eh? Yeah, I really like a piebald capybara. I really like how they look. And there are two different variations for them. Yeah, Hater, the Moradi model is an amazing rifle. Like, if you have watched my older videos, especially close to the Sundarpatan release, oh, you'll see I used to use the Moradi model like crazy. Like, that weapon was always on my loadout. And I love it. I used to absolutely destroy the snow leopards with it. Sounds good, Stashbashi. It was very nice to see you. Have a great rest of your day. Oh yeah, Dune? Tracking that max estimate made you track that one? The one you're tracking? Nice. What is it? Is it a Grison? What are your main tips for finding snow leopards on Sundarpatan? I would assume it's mainly just to honor animals in the top of the map and have a weapon for the leopards. So, you know, I would suggest you to... Max estimate Jaguar right here, by the way. I would suggest you to go look at my snow leopard guide. You know, the one I made shortly after the Sundarpatan release. Because there I share like some of the most consistent locations for snow leopards. And my strategy to hunt the snow leopards is simply to go to multiplayer and visit those locations repeatedly. Like, that's the best thing you can do. You know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but I find it fairly consistent. And it got me all my trophies. Like, that's essentially how I've gotten all my trophies for the leopards. I wonder if this Jaguar is maybe aggressive already. Maybe he's stalking us because they really don't make any sound before attacking. He could be here, but the feed zone is old, so he may be far. Either way. Oh, the max estimate bear. Still tracking my rare. So, do you know how big it is? Like, do you know the level? Dune? Could be a super rare. Can you imagine how crazy that would be? Oh yeah, the piebald vicuña on-site. It looks so nice. Man, I couldn't believe it whenever we found that one during the early access. It looks so sick. It's like a mini giraffe. Hey, Ashron Roach, how are you doing? Thank you for joining the stream. You killed an albino vicuña in peccary. Nice. Albino vicuñas are sick looking, and the peccary, yeah, the peccary is even rarer, I would say. Very good stuff. Bro, I've watched all your videos, so I know that you use the Moradi model a lot. Yeah, Hater, it used to be one of my favorite rifles, and it still is. I just haven't used it a lot recently. So this Jaguar is fleeing. I guess it was the same. Maybe. We couldn't spot it though. I kinda wanna go behind it, but at the same time I wanna just go hunt some bears. So we're gonna leave it. I mean, I've been killing plenty of jaguars during the grind, so not really super special. He's a level 8. Well, that's still amazing, Don. Huge rare. Very jealous about it. Oh yeah, Ostringham? That's nice. Thank you very much for staying around the channel for that long. Because yeah, it's been a while since those videos. Means a lot to hear you say that you've been around for so long. You know, I'm pretty sure, guys, you can notice the huge difference between the older videos and these ones. Because, for example, the ones I was playing the other day, like those were 5 years old. But even the ones that were just a couple years old, or even 1 year old, like the difference is still massive. Because I've watched them. I got an initially spawn albino female peccary. Ooh, that's sick. AWL. Congratulations, that's lucky. Sounds good, Iron Worker. I hope you have a very good supper. Enjoy your food. And it'll be nice to see you back if you are still around. The Moradi speak for Texas Hardshots, right? It has some insane penetration. I love that rifle, honestly. So we just made it to this other pond. ProXK, have you been watching the World Cup? Yeah, I've been watching some matches, Rodrigo. You know, especially Mexico matches. So I'm supporting Mexico as a Mexican. But after Mexico, I've been supporting Argentina because of Messi. So yeah, those are the two teams I really want to win. Thank you very much, Gail. Nice to see you here. Nice to see you around. Some quaddies. Was this a bear? It's a puma. Do the pumas spook the bears? I think they do. Not a max estimate. Japan just scored a nice goal. Oh, nice. They are playing against Sweden, right? Something like that. Japan has been playing so good during this World Cup. Like, their game against Tunisia was impressive. You are supporting Mexico and Cape Verde. El Freaky. Oh, that's nice. Oh man, Cape Verde has been such a big surprise. Yeah, they tied against Spain and against Uruguay. So now they have the chance to qualify if they... I believe they only need to tie against Saudi Arabia. But I think they may beat them. Bro, you should play some horror games. That'll be cool, Frostbite. You know, I haven't played a lot of horror games, but I've played, for example, Phasmophobia. You know, that one is fun. So yeah, I'm open to that at some point. But again, you know, like if I ever happen to play horror games or something different to Call of the Wild, you know, it would probably be on a second channel. Yeah, Hater, Mexico has been doing surprisingly well during this World Cup. They just finished the group stage with 9 out of 9 points. So I believe that was for the first time in their history. And with 0 goals received, which is just as impressive. Yeah, are you having trouble finding it, Toon? Yeah, it sounds like a time reset is gonna help. And I'm just running around this area, guys. Just looking for some quarries as well. Because at this time, our best bet to find a quarry is to find a track, you know? Like, just look around, try to spot tracks. And if we happen to come across something like a 1.38 to 1.5 track, that is something we wanna chase. Yeah, Hater, I've played Phasmophobia like recently, and it's a fun game. You know, I'm still a noob on it, but it could be something fun to stream at some point. Strongly recommend either Silent Hill 1 or Resident Evil 1, 2, or 3. Oh, I've played Resident Evil. And yeah, it is a fun game for sure. Great one, Ghost, imagine. Yeah. Yeah, like, I remember, I've watched guides about Phasmophobia, and man, it's impressive. Like, how some players already know exactly, like, just the signs each kind of ghost gives you. Without even having to use evidence, like without even having to take any evidence, they already take all the hints to know exactly which kind of ghost is around the house. But man, that takes a lot of practice because it's a lot of ghost kinds, a lot of types. Alright guys, I believe this is a mountain quarry feed zone. Hopefully some max sesames here, maybe. 6 quarries, there is a female. There is another female, small male. Small male again. Nothing impressive right here, unfortunately. Dead Space remake is coded. Oh, I've played, I think, the first Dead Space game a while ago. But yeah, that is the only one I've played. Yeah, it sounds scary. You know a game that I'm really excited about, guys? That is about to release next month, I believe? It's Halo. You know, Halo Campaign Evolved, I think it's called. Because I used to play a lot of Halo in the past. Whenever I was a teenager, and yeah, I love those games. So yeah, that's a game that I am excited to try. If you like Resident Evil, you'd probably love Silent Hill. You know, I think I watched one of the Silent Hill movies. That was scary. But I've never played the game. I bet it is fun. Yeah, psychological horror. Oh, that sounds cool. Would you do lodge tours at some point? Yeah, Kian. Like, are you saying lodge tours for other people? That could be fun. You know, taking a look at your lodges. Could be an interesting series for streams. Last one I played was Halo 5. Yeah, the last one I played was, I think, Halo Infinite, but I didn't really like it. You know, I played it for a bit, but it never hooked me. But this new Halo, it looks better to me. Have you ever watched a YouTuber named King Wolves? King Wolves? I've never. No, Frostbite. Does he play any game? Let's take a look at these spawns right here. Not max sesame quarry. So what do you think about, you know, me making some lodge tours for you guys? Like, you open your lodge and I take a look. And I give it a rating. Do you think that would be fun? He plays horror games. I may take a look. Frostbite. I bet he's a great content creator for that kind of games. Sweden scored. Nice. So where is the scoreboard? Who's winning? That's a level 6 bear. Nothing else? Yeah, you like the idea, hater? Trophy lodge tours? Could be interesting. Yeah, it could be a very fun series. Some pumas over there. What was drinking here? This is a nose a lot. Kinda mad that this game isn't crossplay. I would wanna be included in a lodge tour. Oh, yeah, that is a disadvantage. Yeah, I also wish it was crossplay because of that reason. But at the same time, can you imagine the chaos on multiplayer, especially? Like people from Xbox and PlayStation joining modded servers that were created on PC. Oh, that would be some chaos. Do you know ATPR is also Mexican and a horror game legend? I didn't know that, Kian. Because to be honest, I don't really watch a lot of YouTube. Like, I do watch YouTube for other topics, but I don't really watch gameplays, or rarely. You know, especially about theHunter. But yeah, whenever I watch YouTube, it's mainly for other topics. And although, you know, I know some YouTubers that do like horror videos, not gaming though, and I really like those. You know, for example, on Spanish, you know, you may know him, like the Spanish people that are watching me, like Tross. You probably know Tross, like he's a legend. And I also know some in English, like there's this other woman called Roaring Mangoes. Like she's very good for that kind of stories. Damn, this bear is tiny. Like that male. $76 to 117 kilos. Damn, is that a level 2? Bible quarry, you found a Bible quarry, Toon. That's insane, right after the bear. Would you check Hell's Hack Lodge? Oh, I would love to. I've seen it already and it is very, very hacked, honestly. Yeah, Toon, your mountains are crazy. Mine unfortunately isn't as crazy. Japan and Sweden are tied 1-1. That is good to know. Hater. It is probably a very good match. More quarries right here. Another female quarry. Let's see what's on this other pond. Just got a diamond moose frostbite. Nice. What did he score? There is a collar peccary. That makes sense, dude. Yeah, I guess the North Mountain is even better. None of these quarries is big. I'm just taking a look at all the weights by opening the map. But yeah, nothing really big. Now, are there bears on this lake? I'm hoping. Not really. Bro, one question. How rare is a follow tier level 1? Rarer than a diamond. El Freaky. Yeah, level 1 follow tier is definitely rarer than a diamond. Level 2 quarry right there, just a female. We're gonna shoot it just for the sake of shooting something, because we haven't really shot an animal in a while. Very simple. There are more. Another level 2. Another level 2 down. Another level 2 that is a male. And there's a level 3, okay. We missed this shot, okay. That is what I don't like about the quarries. They go inside the water and they don't have a swimming animation. They just run below the water. Good hit. She's gonna die. Have you thought about doing a grade 1 Jaguar grind? Yes. I actually have a grade 1 Jaguar grind already running. As you can see, I have my setup up here. But, you know, when it comes to streaming it, I still want to stream it. Although, right now, I want to focus on hunting the new species, you know? Because I am aware the majority of the content creators are streaming the Jaguar grind. So I want to focus on doing something different right now. Because a lot of people still want to watch casual hunting here on Peru. The moose scored 285.73. Big boy indeed. Congratulations, Frostbite. That is a nice diamond. Those two lakes in the middle of the North Mountain is where I'm hunting. These two right here, done. Those are very good. Yeah, I think that's where I found my second diamond quarry, if I'm not mistaken. Hey Vivan, how are you doing? Nice to see you today. Yeah, the hunt has been going pretty well, especially the first part of this stream. I hope you are doing good, brother. Have a nice lunch. Alright guys, I would say now it's time to hunt these ponds. We're also gonna reset the time. Tracking a max weight puma at the moment, Milan. Could be a level 9, who knows? Wish you luck. Just gotta watch someone hunt and steal all the trophy luck. That's what happening doing. That's what's happening right here. Yeah, because you know I was finding plenty of stuff until I saw you appear. You know, you actually started training all the luck. That's hilarious. Just like on the angler. Did you watch the game last night? Mexico game? Yes. Yeah, it was a very solid game, especially the second half. And I'm happy. Hector, nice to see you, by the way. You know, hopefully we'll be able to make it far this time. So what about you guys? Have you been watching the World Cup? Are you supporting any team in particular? Is what I do. I can see that done. Well, glad it's working very good for you because, man, the trophies you've been finding today, those are some sick trophies. Like, especially the bear. New Zealand football sad. Oh, yeah, Vivan. Yeah, let's say it's not their strength. They gotta focus on rugby. You are supporting the USA, Frostbite. The USA has been playing very, very good so far. Like, it's been impressive. Yeah, Vivan. Yeah, it's a good idea to back Mexico, especially while the World Cup is being played. Or some games are being played on Mexico, but man, it's still hard to trust them. You know, it's still hard to trust them because, yeah, we have a history of underperforming at the biggest stage. Oh yeah, they are gonna play in a bit. You know, I'm also excited to see how they end. Because yeah, they've been playing good. They've been playing some really good football. Sounds great, Dun. I can't wait to see it. That'll be great. And it'll be great to see you around again. It's been a while. So it was an 8th mythical, Milan. That's unfortunate. Big Puma still. Hey Crab, welcome back to the stream. Nothing great so far, you know, apart from the level 2 diamond, what was it? Taruka we got earlier? That was the last trophy. Some bears on this lake. They seem to be common. Yeah, that is definitely common. So just for the sake of killing something, we're gonna shoot them both. Was that a barrel? It was. Perfect. Are we gonna be able to find another diamond today, guys? Place your bets. Because I don't know. I'm not sure. Could be, could happen. Maybe not. Do you like toast? The breakfast? Yeah, I really like toast. With maple syrup. So good. Level 7 right there. Not too bad. Classes markings. Bro, what is your Call of the Wild hot take? Ooh, Call of the Wild hot take. Hold up a second. No markings. Oh my god. No markings. A spectacle bear. This is actually rare. Yep. No marking spectacle bear, guys. Right there. Just a female. But I believe this is actually rare. Look at it. I didn't know. Yep. I had no clue. We shot it by accident. Rare bear. There we go. You wanted a rare? There you have it. Pure luck, but there you have it, guys. Not too bad. Yeah, that is actually rare right there. Very similar to a melanistic fur type because it is entirely black. And something I wanna say. It still has some markings. You know, because I was discussing it with Health. You probably heard it during one of the last streams. And she was saying that it didn't have any markings at all. But come on. Look. It has some yellow right there, don't you think? Like, it still has some very light markings. Right there, look. Yeah, and also right here, below the mouth. That is a very cool looking rare. Yeah, King Crab brought back the look. Thank you, Crab. You took back the look, that's amazing. But damn, that's sick. We got a black bear. That's a black bear right there, a fluffy one. Not too bad. By accident. Bro, what is your favorite food? Ooh. You know, Mexican food? I'ma say tacos. Honestly, like that is so cliche. Like so unexpected for a lot of you, but tacos, I love tacos. And when it comes to American food, man, I love a good burger. I'm really basic in that regard, honestly. It's been a really good stream. Yeah, this stream has been covered. 2 diamonds so far plus 1 rare now. Can't complain. Thank you, AWL. I hope you can find a rare bear as well. I mean, guys, honestly, the no markings is the worst rare for the spectacle bears. Like, sure, it's a rare, but it barely looks rare. Although we can't complain. I was here, people in the future, whenever I show these trophies in a video. Right? Level 7. More bears over there, apparently. Or was that an ocelot? But yeah, these spawns seem to have way more bears than the ones at the bottom. So that is perfect. Is that... There is a level 2 female. Apparently there are only 2 bears right here. Level 7 and female. So not too bad. Let's shoot them both. Can't complain at all. Hey Thomas. Yeah, you missed a rare bear. No markings. Just a female though. My favorite food is picadillo with rice. Oh, picadillo is so good. Yeah, I haven't had picadillo in a while though. But yeah, it is very good. I also really like chilaquiles for breakfast. They are delicious. Here we have this female. X markings. Nice one. The fact this map has 6 animals that go to level 9, right? Yeah, it has a lot of animals that go up to legendary. That's right. Let's continue checking the spawns. My favorite food is Chinese. Pizza and buffalo wings. So good. Oh, I also really like Chinese food. You know, especially orange chicken. Really, really good. Have you ever had venison tacos? I've never had venison tacos on site. But yeah, I've heard venison is really good. I really want to try it. So yeah, hopefully one day. Bro, when will you change this loadout? Because you've been using the 7mm for a very long time. I think you're right. I think it's time to try some new weapons. Hater. On the next stream I'll try to use some different weapons. You may see the 44 lever action rifle this time. Level 7 Ocelot, is that a common? It is. Some quatis. Quarries. Nothing huge, unfortunately. Yeah, none of them is impressive. Go from the 7mm to the 7mm break action. The OG 7mm. Oh, I haven't used it in years. Done. Yeah, it could be cool. You know, to kill some trophies. I wouldn't use it to shoot a lot of stuff, but like to kill particular trophies, that could be cool. For the sake of having more variety. Yeah, guys, you're also making me hungry, eh? Not gonna lie. And I'm feeling like eating something right now. Welcome back, Love. Nice to see you again. Blasting moose in the spine on Leighton was a classic. Right, done. Oh, I miss the times whenever like the hardware screens only displayed the organs of the animals, the X-ray, and you couldn't see a fur. And yeah, it was the times where you had to go for spine shots to get a quick kill. That was peak. Some peccaries over there. I have spotted like a million peccaries at this point, guys. Are there no bears here? Interesting. Where could we go? We could go maybe check the river. Like maybe we can find something there. Caimans. Hey Liam, welcome back to the stream. You missed possibly a no markings bear that I just got. We got it right here, it was a female. Now we're gonna go check the river and let's see what's there. So what are you eating, Milan? What are you gonna share with us? Jaguar grind like all the grinds, really making me wish we had 2010s per map. Yeah, like, because it would remove the need for requiring, you know, spawn traps. If we just had more 10s. Some capybaras. We just spooked them all. Bro, are you still planning on hunting quarry? I think I will, Thomas. You know, I was hunting quarry. You know, checking a lot of tracks. But, yeah, we may go hunt some drink zones in a bit. Look at this jaguar. Come on. Don't flee, buddy. Homemade spicy hummus. Hummus or hummus. That sounds good. I like hummus. 10 shouldn't have a limit. Yeah, do you think we should be able to place as many 10s as we wanted? Have you seen those multiplayer maps, Vivan? Like it sounds like a cool idea, but man, you'll be crazy. Sounds good, Frostbite. It was nice to see you, brother. Enjoy the movie. See you later. Some capybaras. Feeding. Earlier, I found a large herd of pablos and I killed them all with a block. One was a mela. Damn, so you got a mela pablo, Liam. That's amazing. Congrats. More cappies. More pablitos. There's nothing special here, but man, there are a lot. Yeah, that's a lot of capybaras. What do you think is the coolest animal in Mexico, bro? I mean, there are a lot. You know, we have jaguars. Those are very cool for sure. We have bighorn sheep. You know, on the north especially, those are very cool as well. I really like the bighorn. So, yeah, to me... Well, I'm not sure if these still exist because they were really endangered, but the Mexican wolves... Very cool species. Yeah, Mexican wolves. So many cappies here, look. That's an entire family of pablos. Nothing remarkable though. I wanna try something here. I really wanna try something because this could be a good spot to try it. Look. Hold on, will it be possible? Look guys, this is a trick that Hells taught me because like she's always looking for ways to cheat. So look at this. It may be possible, guys. It may actually be possible. Hold on, give me a second. Oh, I need to jump farther. I have to jump farther, but it may be possible to shoot a capybara from inside the water. Look, they are there. Look, we killed one. We actually killed one. Come on. This is not a great place to jump. Maybe that rock over there. But yeah, this trick is hilarious, honestly, because you can use it on this river, especially for the cappies. But I also saw Hells used it on a caiman, and it was hilarious. Now, this rock is not really that good. We have to go to the other. Hello, Sinan. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh, come on. We almost did it. They are on the left side. Look. We just killed another one. That's just so stupid. Oh my god. Look, was that a second? Yep, we just killed two right there. We're gonna kill the entire capybara family. Was that a good shot? That was. Alright. That's just ridiculous. Oh my god. Yeah, it has to be very quickly, but you get the idea, guys. We killed three right here. finally shot the bear and posted the screenshot. Nice, Toon. I wanna see it. I'll check it out in a bit. So 3 cappies right here. Not too bad. Well, let's continue hunting the river. We could find something decent. I've been a sub ever since you shot the diamond mallard at 300 plus meters with a longbow. Oh, that shot was so epic. That was a very long time ago though. But yeah, that's still possibly the best shot I've ever done on, like, in this game. Like 300 plus meters. It was something like 250 meters away with a recurve on a mallard. But yeah, that thing was impressive. Honestly. I'm glad to hear, Sinan. You finally killed your first grade 1 mule deer. That's amazing. What combo did you get? I wish you luck, El Freaky. Hopefully you can find some very cool trophies today. Yeah, let us know if you find something. Means a lot to hear you say that. Hater, I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. And I hope you have a very good night. See you on the next one. Yeah guys, it's been a really good stream today. You know, we managed to find 1 rare, 2 diamonds, 1 level 2 Taruka that was insanely close from being a diamond. And yeah, I would have liked to find, you know, more diamonds, but can't complain. It was still very good. Some cappies right here. Oh, hold up. Level 5. Level 5 capybara. Oh my god. Did you see it? Did you see it, guys? Level 5 capybara right there. No way, we spooked it. But damn. Alright, we are in a very good position to wait for it because the wind is blowing to the opposite side. So we're gonna go prone on this rock and we're gonna wait for it to resurface because, damn, I think his estimate went up to, or her estimate went up to 68. So that could actually be a potential diamond. No way, yeah. She heard us say you wanted, she heard us say we wanted more diamonds and there we have it. We almost didn't spot it because she was behind that bush. We are gonna end with potentially diamond capybara, guys. No chance to be a max score because the max score is 70. But still, that's gonna be amazing. There we have it once again. 68 top estimate, 61 minimum. Could be troll. So far I've gotten 3 diamond capybaras, not a single troll. So let's hope this won't be our first one. We're gonna use the Malmer 7mm once again. Let's aim. Should be right there. Where is she? Where is she? She's right there, okay. Still in the water. We're gonna wait for her to go to a shore. Because, I mean, we could go for a brain shot, but, man, it would be risky. Yeah, I don't want to botch it, so we're gonna wait. Oof. What do you think it'll score, guys? Do you think it'll be a diamond? Let's hope it will. She'll score 67.34. Maybe, hater. I mean, that would be diamond still. Wouldn't complain. But she's been very slow. She doesn't want to go to a shore. Come on, Cappy. You know, I'm pretty sure we could already go for a single long right there. At this angle. Maybe. How far is that? That is roughly 100 meters out. So I'm gonna zero for 75 this time. With a Malmer. She went broadside. Okay, that's not great. She's going back to the water. Now she's going back to the shore. She's still just floating there. Bro. Can you go back to the shore? I'm gonna say 67.23. I think she'll score around 68, guys. You know, I feel it. Maybe. Come on, stop there. Yep. Perfect. She's down. Level 5 capybara down, guys. Some caimans were there. Let's hope it's not a troll like this jaguar I just shot. Oh, that sucks. Sucks that you just got a troll jaguar. But I don't know, guys. Time to see. May troll, may make it. My hopes are up. But, as I said, we haven't gotten a troll capybara so far. And, you know, normally after 3 diamonds, normally the troll happens. Time to see a score. 67.21. Ooh. 8 WL. You said 67.23. Almost nailed it. No way. Unfortunately, she made it, guys. That's what matters. Dark brown 4-type. I'm pretty sure I already have a diamond with this 4-type. But can't complain. Nice double long and liver shot right there. Beautiful trophy, guys. That is the third... No, that is the third diamond of the hunt. The third diamond of the stream. 3 diamonds in 1 rare during today's stream. Very productive stream indeed. Yeah, you were... Yeah, 0.02 off. Incredibly close. Almost nailed it. Oof. It was a cobweb enigma with that mushroom looking rack. Oh, I see. And it was next to a leucistic pintail. Oh, that's pretty cool. Congratulations on the great one and on the rare. But yeah, guys, you know, very productive stream today. And I would say that'll be it for today's stream. It's been a lot of fun, lots of trophies, always amazing to get to chat with you guys. It's always a pleasure. Very nice to see you here. And I really hope I get to see you on the next one. I'm probably gonna stream this weekend on Saturday, way earlier than today, next time. So yeah, see you on the next one, guys.